Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry and a minimal gain. About the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to try it here again. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
A handoff as they try to run it here. A pickup of 12 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. And some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here we go. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Fields now to throw on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Austin brought in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, former Buckeye, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And Mahomes, as smart as they come, hits the deck, but he's got the first down. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. Not much there, a yard or 2 down to the 48. Minkah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Third and short. Here's Patrick. Open man, left side. He's got it. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
A first down throw for Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll punch forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. That one taken in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Fields from the gun on third down. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that screen slowed to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Fields to throw for it. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Motion man is Rice. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A carry here for Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes going for it all. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here we go. It's first down, and they'll run. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the play action, here's Fields. This one down the field for Freiermuth.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open, and that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Here we go, son. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. To throw is Fields. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line. Now a second down throw for Fields. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. So,
the coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That is brought in, and he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. Besides the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. When I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Lane fills quickly. Really managed to get this to the 14. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs draw closer here. It's 21-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Play action now for Fields. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
2nd down. It's Fields. Off he goes.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Steelers. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And in motion is Brown. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First down. Fields. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's pulled in by... And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. A first down throw for Fields. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now, Fields.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, Mahomes. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. On first down, it's Mahomes. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. A big one there to start the second half. 36 yards. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to come?
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Austin brought in motion. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Handoff here, up the middle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10.
Now third and goal.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. He's got it at the 3.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First down throw, Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make...
Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10 for Mahomes. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. 1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Second and 11. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense.
It is brought in the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. His drive will start on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they're finally going to bring him down. It's a 1st down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Now a handoff running right. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Fields now. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he will get into the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Mahomes now on second down. Taking off.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Michael, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Here's Warren. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Now a give up the middle. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. Those last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing is Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And the defense rallies to the ball. Brings him down at the 5. It's fourth down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Second and 7. Mahomes back. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. First down. Fields. This one grabbed by Austin. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Here we go. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. As
bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit, boy I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Front the back gate yelling, bring them out, bring them out. To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it quick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I copy chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All my hot